Fantasies for all. Today, we want to talk about the Akin and Oya story, the tempest of love and war. In a vibrant, let's go together on this journey, this epic journey of folklore and myths. In a vibrant ancient Yoruba kingdom where lush forests meet the roaring ocean, Akin, a brave warrior, falls in love with Oya, the fair goddess of winds and storm. Their tales unfold amidst political intrigues, epic battles, and divine interventions. Akin was a fearless warrior, known for his exceptional skills in battle and unyielding spirit. Oya is a goddess of winds, lightnings, and storms, known for her beauty and fierceness. She has the power to change the weather and control elements. Now, in the village Akin and Oya lived, they have a king. You know, every country, every state have a leader. So, on this on this epic tale, in their community, in their country, in their village, they have a king, and the name of the king is Oba Olorun. He was wise, and his main goal as the leader of the village, as a king over his village, is to unite the tribes, unite neighboring villages together with love and harmony without causing any fight. But of course, there's also someone, a sorcerer, who uses dark powers to bring about disturbance in the village and making every effort of the king, Oba Olorun, that's the name of the king, to every effort the king makes to unite the tribes and bring everything to fruition, it makes it harder and harder for the king, makes it impossible for the king to be able to do this. Now, a battle occurred, and Akin, as a fierce warrior that he was, showcased his incredible combat strength, fighting unyielding and taking up the fight upon himself. Even soldiers were perplexed. They were surprised at how strong and mighty Akin was. Of course, this was not a surprise for Oya, his wife. Oya has not shown herself yet, because she trusted Akin would be able to undo it. But it got to a stage in the battle. The enemies employed the dark sorcerer so that they will be able to conquer Akin, conquer the village, and conquer the king, Oba Olorun. So Oya had to step in. Oya stepped in with her powers as a goddess that she was, though yet in the human body, Oya disguised herself as an old woman into the battle because she was a goddess of change. She could change as she pleases. Oya disguised herself, began to fight with the wind, controlling thunders and winds. And this brought a lot of change. This brought a lot of change in the tide of the battle. And it really trembled the powers of even the dark sorcerer in the village. The fight lasted till evening, and eventually Akin and Oya and the village of Obaolorun were victorious. They became victorious over the neighboring village that wanted to overthrow the Obaolorun village. This now brought the king to call on Akin and Oya, that giving them a high post in the village as someone who has saved them from being annihilated by the neighboring village, saving his throne, his forefathers' throne. And he promised them lands, promised them cattle, promised them sheep, promised them anything, even half of his village, if that's what they want, just to keep on being like a guidance for the village till he achieve his aim to unite every tribe together. But Oya said, I am for the wind, and the wind bloweth anywhere it pleaseth. It's impossible for me to stay in a place. I cannot stay in a place. And Akin seconded that my strength is too strong, big, to be tamed in a place. I have to go around, and anywhere my wife leads, I follow. And we can see even up to today that in the story of Shango and Oya, that anywhere Oya leads, when Shango is about to strike, anywhere Oya leads, Shango follows. Anytime you see a tempest storm, you certainly know that the thunder is not far behind. Anywhere you see the storm brewing up together, you know that lightning is not far behind. So this story really tells us about the love relationship between Shango and Oya. Even though Akin was portrayed, Shango was portrayed as Akin in this story, but this gives us a picture, paints us a picture of how strong and brave Shango was, and how Oya, the goddess of change, could bring about change in an instant. I want you to know this. Every situation any man or woman or any person find himself or herself in, sometimes those situations may be for the betterment of someone. It may not actually be a problem, It may be for a total change for good. And at first you think this problem, how do I solve it? But eventually you see that it's on its own, the problem's turn its head. So sometimes when you are visited by Oya, the goddess of change, Everything may first seems as if it's scattered, but eventually it rearranges itself to the right purpose and track Olodumare has for you. So you just have to align yourself, continue working. Don't mind the naysayers. You continue with what you do, and eventually it will yield positive result for you. This brief story of Akin and Oya let us know that no matter the challenge we face, we must have the strength and the capacity. We must have the strength and capacity to face it head on. When we face it head on, this will help us to be able to conquer and overcome the problem. It's not always easy, of course, but that's what you are for. You are strong. You are built for this. There's no way you will become victorious without facing any battle. And there's no glory, there's no crown without any effort. It's not possible that you didn't fight any battle and they call you a warrior. It's not possible that you didn't overcome any challenges and they call you a victor. You have overcome a lot. You have seen a lot. And getting to your threshold, people now begin to realize the great thing you have done. So you have to know this. You have to continue with what you do. You have to continue, and you see everything changes and turns around for good for you. The Akin and Oya story is a tale of two halves. There's the good and there's the bad. The good always outweighs the bad. But most of the time in the life of every man, the bad comes first. You don't have to cower in. You don't have to be sad. You have to face it head on, strong, with strong will. And eventually you overcome it. You have to know that everything is for a time, a season. It will surely come to an end. You are not the only one there. Everyone is passing through or facing something. Just keep on. Eventually, you will get it right. And there's no sin in trying again. But it becomes a sin when you try and you fail and you quit. You don't give up, you don't quit. You keep on till you achieve what you want. The tale of Akin and Oya is more than just a story for kids. It's an encouragement of self-discipline, of will, of power, of love, of betrayal, everything life encompasses. So we have to keep on, keep at it, and it will all come together for you. It will all come together for me. I want us to know that it's for a while. Whatever you see as a challenge now is a minor setback. Keep at it and it will work out good. Without things being broken down first, there cannot be a rearrangement. Without things being torn down, broken apart, there cannot be a rebuild. For something to be rebuilt, it has to be torn down first. So sometimes change does not come easy, but you have to bear it, because there's always light at the end of tunnel. Change does not come easy, and that's what the goddess of Oya stands for. She stands for transformation. She stands for change, and change doesn't come easy. It breaks man apart sometimes. It tears down sometimes. But above it all, you have to bear it, because there's always light at the end of the tunnel. You come out strong. You come out shining as a gold. So this is the end for the Oya and for the Akin and Oya tale. The part 2, the second part of the journey, will be heard very soon. Thank you. Bye.